Once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Miami's offense to go on the attack first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's
finding some room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
Knocked down for the tackle. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Fletcher. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There's some room. Touchdown, Miami! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Looking long. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown Seminoles. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. It's caught. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the move. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. And the defense got him at the 27.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going toward the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Through the air, it's Daniels. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Trying to set up the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. And he's knocked down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They punted away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's a little room there. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Here's Mensah to throw. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can.
Got it down the field. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job on the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. Tight end getting vertical. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Blue Devils in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sidelines now where Howie Rowe has an update on that injury.
Coach Norvell told me at the half their starting quarterback will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate a lower body injury, but I can tell you he is out for now. I'll keep you posted as this moves along. Back to you.
Okay, Howie. He'll keep it on 2nd down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Jukes his way for more. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To the air, it's Daniels. The screen, he can go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Offense working from the pistol. Going to the running game. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory and made third down even longer. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. RPO complete to open the drive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game for him.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Pools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the running back has it, and they get him down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To throw, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Trying to buy time. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game play.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Hurricane. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. The option, the keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Lofts one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Hauls it in with one hand.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Under fire. Complete in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Seminoles back in the lead. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
FSU calling its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Javi Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.